We are recording, Lori.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I apologize in advance, everyone.
I'm going to just message the cult again one more time at Cult of Diluti.
Wrong cult.
Get your asses in here right now, misters / misses.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Whatever. We got the two that are the only one that matters, so that's all. That's it. All right, so I'll cold open us.
Great.
Are you ready?
No, but sure.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Daruti. Don't read under the internet.
Oh.
I'm a stale bag of potato chips, and this is my hot wife.
Thanks.
That's the intro. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it?
So hard.
We're doing another one of these because I enjoyed the last one I did, but it was lonely because I was by myself, and I didn't really like that. So I brought in Mama Mike, Diluti's mother, if you will, my child's mother, and this is the first time you're on camera, so the whole world can see how lucky I got and how
tired I look.
and well, no, look at, I mean, what doesn't matter. The whole world can see how I upgraded, and so we did it. I'm out here representing us ugly boys. Yeah. Yeah. So just like last Daruti, this is Don't Read Under the Internet. We are going to be talking about recent books and whatnot that we've read. And also maybe giving some recommendations and maybe talking about some things that we're watching. I don't know. Honestly, if you don't listen to it. You do a little bit. It's the Australian guys that I like. The Weekly Planet.
Not willingly, but yeah.
Yeah. If you listen to the Weekly Planet, he does a podcast with his wife called Suggestible. I highly recommend both of them. But this is loosely based. And by loosely based, I mean completely stolen off of that. So that's where we're at. Lori,
yes.
Do you want to say anything to the people, the beautiful people? Introduce yourself again. The last time you were on, it was COVID. That's how long ago it was. So
that was great.
Yeah.
COVID is gone. Everyone's cured. It's great.
Do you want to introduce yourself to people?
No.
Okay. Great. Awesome.
Just kidding. I'm Lori. I'm his wife. I married him.
Fool.
Also, we have our kids' video monitor here, so if she just starts screaming and one or both of us just leave, that's why.
Oh, no, they won't realize it.
She's a tiny tiny.
Moot will cut that out. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's all good.
Okay, great.
Moot will cut out our
this.
frantic panicking because of our child's crying and fussiness.
Mm-hmm.
So, I say we get into it. I'm going to start it off. You know what? Ladies first.
Okay.
So what do you have to recommend to the people that you've read recently?
Oh, we're just really just going into it?
I told you.
Just not even... Okay. All right.
If you want to hear more Daruti...
You're wrong.
It'll happen. It'll happen sometimes. I don't know when, but it'll happen sometimes.
Chair sucks.
It's a gravity chair.
I hate it. Anyway. Okay. So this is my recommendation. I've read this book twice. It's called Hidden Pictures. It's by Jason Rekulak. Okay, it's spooky and I love it.
Keep your mouth by the microphone.
Keep your mouth by the microphone. God, so bossy. Anyway, okay. So this is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. I can't pronounce it.
It's a tough one. Rami Malek.
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek.
That's the one. Okay, Rami Malek wrote this. I think it came out last year. I remember first reading it last summer. It was really good. So it's about this chick, Mallory. And
Mallory.
It's spelled that way, Mallory. She's fresh out of rehab, so that's fun. And she gets this job nannying this little boy Teddy, who's like 5-year-old, for this rich family, and she gets like this guest house and like all this crap, and it's great. So everything's all fine and dandy until sweet little Teddy starts drawing some questionable photos that I'm not prepared to show you quite this instant.
It's not pornographic,
but,
though.
Well, you know.
This is a great synopsis so far.
Yeah, so everything's fine until he starts drawing... Oh, here we go. Some fucked up shit. You probably can't see it very well.
this will be also not just visual, but mostly an audio format.
Yeah.
So
only
only like a tenth of the audience will be able to actually see what you're doing.
They're wrong. Anyway, so yeah, he starts drawing happy pictures, and then all of a sudden there's this ghosty, frickin' black-eyed, thing in all the pictures, and it's like, what the hell, Teddy? Why would you do that? And he's like, oh, that's my imaginary friend Anya, and they're like, oh, that's a problem.
Of all the names,
Anya.
Well, is what he comes up with.
You got to read the book, but it explains things.
Who Anya is.
Why
My
she's
sister
there.
had imaginary friends named Shuby and Wishiwa.
Yeah,
Green and purple people.
that's really upsetting.
One
to me.
fell down the stairs and died, and the other ran away.
I feel like I don't know. I have questions regarding that.
I don't know how you can push an imaginary friend down the stairs.
Didn't like your dad's friend Don push
He
her
pushed him down the stairs and just boop.
That's awful.
Yeah, well, I mean, in his defense, Wishiwa could have gotten out of the way.
Wishiwa was standing in the way and he didn't see him.
It happened.
That's fucked up. His sister, she's got demons. Just kidding. She's great. Anyway.
I have three little things that I want to recommend.
Okay. I wasn't done talking about my book,
Go ahead.
but okay. So this author, he's a relatively new author. He's really cool. I messaged him on Facebook one time, and because I heard like if you write him, he'll respond back, and he just was like, yeah, thanks for the read, and I'm just like, yeah.
I heard if you say his names three
Three times.
he'll write you a letter.
Yeah. So I emailed this motherfucker, and I was like, hey, can I have an autograph? Because apparently he was just giving out autographs. So he wrote me back. And it came in this like super creepy envelope with like the girl and the boy. And then they're on the back too.
Ooh, and
Yeah. And then he wrote this little thing. I'm not sure if he drew these or what, but it's the character Anya, and it says for Lori with best wishes, Jason Ruckaluk. So it's hard to see. And then
you get what you get on
I was super stoked. So it sits on our bookshelf next to the book, and the stamp is it was stamped on Halloween actually last year. Thought that was cool, and there's a black cat stamp on it, which I also thought was super cool.
Like
it was meant to be.
God was watching over you, getting this creepy man to sign you a creepy letter.
He's not that creepy. He's just some white dude. He's not that creepy, but he's really nice. He didn't have to do that, but he did, and it's a very, very good book. That's why I read it twice. I also couldn't remember everything, and I wanted to talk about it. But
now you're into the horror books, huh?
Yeah.
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 What would you say? Do you have another recommendation? I guess I should ask, or do you want me to go to mine?
I was not prepared to give another recommendation. I mean, I've read a lot of Stephen King, but even better than him is his son Joe Hill.
Even better, you say?
Actually, Joe Hill wrote Michael's one of his recommendations.
Hold the fuck up! You don't get to just announce it.
No, that's a segue into your
whoa, Missy.
part.
Sorry, I'm drinking some Gentleman Jack too. So if I pause, let's put a little Gentleman Jack on the thing I'm recommending. So
I could just hear the cats like walking around up there.
yeah, well, it's either the cats or the ghost. I'm not too sure which is accurate right now.
They're like 10 pounds. I don't get it.
Speaking of Joe Hill, I have Wraith in front of me, which is a prelude to the Nosferatu series that he has. Nosferatu is also a TV show that I could not finish because it was bad.
It wasn't bad. He doesn't like anything. I swear to God. Every time we watch something, he picks the living shit out of it and be like, I don't like this. I don't like that. That was dumb. That was dumb. Meanwhile, it's fine. It's fine.
The cool thing is...
Everything. You can't go to the movies, watch TV with him, eat with him. He's like, it was good, but this was wrong. And I'm just like,
The cool thing,
do you like anything?
Yes. I liked this book.
Good.
Yeah, Wraith is really good. It's, again, a prequel to Nosferatu, so it's essentially like a tale giving like the
It's about
what's
the
it called?
main villain, Nosferatu. His name's Charles Manx.
Yeah,
and it's kind of
what's the
his
word?
backstory.
Backstory. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. It's like the backstory to to Charles Manx.
Yes.
Very creepy art. I like it.
Yeah.
Joe Hill knows what he's doing when he gets his art directors on.
So Charles Manx, he like kidnaps children and takes them away to this Christmas land place where they can be children forever, and shit's fucked up.
Yeah, he'll take. That's the cat scratching on the door. Now you know what
God.
I go through. But
Oh, it's sad.
yeah, every day. But essentially, yeah, he takes these kids to Christmas land. They become freaky zombie
children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he kills other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite cool.
And it's called Wraith because he drives this old-fashioned Wraith.
Yeah, it's a car called a Wraith.
Yeah.
Very good. Highly recommend it.
And Nosferatu.
And Nosferatu, from what you say. I haven't read Nosferatu, but I hope it's better than the show.
It's very good.
The art is very good on this, too. I don't know who the artist is. I don't know if Joe Hill is actually writing this himself, but Charles Paul Wilson III. He is the artist. Wraith. That's what the cover looks like if you're on YouTube. If you're not, loser. I'm just kidding. Most of you are not on the YouTube, so I take it back. You're not the losers.
Yeah, it's
Damn
good.
it, Gentleman Jack. My other recommendation, and you guys might recall this from the last episode of Darude, is Pumpkinhead. I finished it, and I told you all to finish it, and if you didn't,
You're dead to us.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? I told you to do a thing, and you didn't. Some patrons you turned out to be. Just kidding. We hit 100 today, so woo! 100 patrons. I get to drink that mystery fluid that's in that vial over there.
Don't do that.
We're not sure what it is.
Nope.
But I do have an ambulance on speed dial, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Lovely.
Anyway, like I mentioned before, I mentioned that I was gonna try to read this Pumpkinhead comic book. It is called Sins Revisited. Essentially, what it is about, I was pretty right before. I'm gonna go into spoilers territory with this one a little bit. It's not much to spoil, if I'm being honest. But essentially, what it is the old lady from Pumpkinhead. The old witch, Haggis.
Haggis.
She is one of many sisters, and they're all like witches.
They're all named Haggis.
They're every single one. There's Haggis, Agus, Saggis,
Baggis.
Baggis, Bob Saggis.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
But they all have their own spirits as well. So Haggis got Pumpkinhead, the spirit of vengeance. There is one that's the spirit of like sloth, spirit of envy, spirit of love, all that kind of stuff. They all kind of gang up on Pumpkinhead for reasons I'll leave out. They pretty much just redo the movie, but then add in that little twist of there's other spirits trying to get Pumpkinhead.
Trying to get Ed Harley.
No, Ed Harley's not in this.
Well, fuck.
Bunt is, though. The little boy from the movie, Bunt, is like, Mr. Harley? I know what you're looking for. He's in this.
The dirty little kid.
farm boy. Yeah, that little
Hillbilly
ram.
kid.
That little ramscallion. He is in it.
Jim and Joe, you done bad.
Yeah, Jimmy Joe, you done bad.
We've seen this movie way too many times.
It's my favorite monster movie.
I know.
He's in it. He's an adult now, which honestly doesn't do anything for the plot, but there it is. I recommend it though. It's a very easy read. It's very fast. I read it all in maybe like an hour. Very quick read. There is another Pumpkinhead comic I might try to pick up. It's more expensive to buy that one though, so I don't know if I will or not. But I recommend this one. It's fine. It wasn't anything great, but it was fine. It's more Pumpkinhead content, which we need in this world, because the sequels to the movie sucked, and the movie is the only good thing.
Wow.
So you're probably asking yourself, Michael. Sorry, I got teared up on that one.
Oh, God.
So you're probably asking yourself, Michael, what are you reading now? And I'll tell you, I'll tell you exactly what I'm reading. Currently, I'm reading this little hot ditty called Something is Killing the Children.
Oh. Dang it.
This is part 1, and I gotta say, this shit's a fucking banger. I'm gonna recommend this all day. I'm only halfway through, and it fucks. You scrolled through it, you flipped the pages. I think even you'll enjoy it, and you're not much of a graphic novel person.
What? It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It's just different context than I'm used to.
It's true.
It's fine.
It's very true.
Like your eyes, are jumping rather than reading a sentence, but it's not that I don't like them.
It's a little convoluted to read sometimes because in traditional comic book ways where you go just down the page to the next page,
that's what I
they'll go
mean.
this way sometimes
Oh.
and then switch back. So it can be confusing at times, but all in all,
The art's
fantastic. The art's great. Fantastic read. I enjoy it thoroughly. I am thinking... How dare you? Cough on my show.
Cool. I can't.
It's okay. I do it literally all the time. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It is by James Tinian, Werther Deladera, and Miguel Muerto.
Miguel
And that is his
Muerto.
name. His name is Miguel Michael
he-
Death. What a cool ass name. They even
Did he do
mentioned
the
in
art?
this.
Miguel? I feel like I read somewhere on it. Maybe it's the inside.
Sure.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe. It's
Whatever.
entirely possible.
Anyway, Miguel's here, and that's cool.
He is here, and it is cool.
Yeah.
Those are kind of my 3 recommendations right now. Like I said before, I want to kind of start to make this a regular type of thing. I think that'd be really neat.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be a Patreon exclusive. I don't even know if this is Patreon exclusive. Probably not. It's probably going up everywhere.
Those poor souls.
But I wouldn't mind making it a Patreon thing, maybe like the Rudy Club, once a month, where we vote on a book. We all read it. We'll keep it short. It's not going to be like we're reading the goddamn Odyssey of Homer or something, or It, because that shit's like 4,000 pages. We'll keep it short, like 200 pages max, and then we'll kind of just read it, and then the next month we'll review it, and then go over another recommendation. I think that'd be very fun. What do you think?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah.
Rudy Book Club.
Yeah. Now, you only brought the one book to review,
I did.
but I want to ask you, because I'm reading a bunch of graphic novels here.
Yes.
You read one called Basket Full of Heads,
I did.
correct?
Also by Joe Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah,
Joe.
Joe Hill be bussin', respectfully.
No.
What did you think of Basket Full of Heads?
I really liked it. I don't remember exactly what it was about because it was like 2 years ago that I read it, but I remember really, really liking it. And it's a hardcover graphic novel, and I thought that was super fun.
Hardcovers do be nice.
It was very nice. It felt very nice. But
Smooth.
yeah, Joe Hill also has Hill House Comics.
Yeah, that's his publishing
his thing
company.
or whatever. Not like The Haunting of Hill House. No, it's something else.
Oh, there is
And-
one called Haunting of Hill House, isn't there?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
I have them upstairs.
Oh.
I have a whole thing of them. Haven't gotten there yet. But super fun. Love that. Joe Hill. Yay.
Now, I would like to move on to Dawoody. Don't watch Under the Internet, because this is a little bit of a shorter
man.
episode. I wanted to add a little bit more extra to it.
Okay.
So this is where we recommend shows that we've been watching lately. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go with a show that you've been watching lately?
Well, the only thing I can think of, we watched one episode of the new Witcher show, or season or whatever. So I'm not including that because I don't know what the fuck's going on. What We Do in the Shadows came back
What We Do in the Shadows did come
on
back.
Hulu.
Fantastic
And,
fucking show.
So far, it's better than last season. But seasons 1 and 2, man. And the movie, fantastic.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the movie What We Do in the
Watch
Shadows,
the movie first.
that shit is
Just do it.
hilarious.
It lays the groundwork,
Mhm.
and but the show is absolutely wonderful, and I love it very much.
Yeah, they do
So,
a
yeah.
great job on that show.
Mhm.
You also watched Surreal Estate
I did.
that had Mutt and Twyla from Schitt's Creek.
Twy. Yes, Mutt and Twyla are in it from Schitt's Creek, plus several other people from Schitt's Creek, like random people who were in like one episode. So I don't
Is
know.
Darlene's cousin in it?
Darlene's cousin. Who the fuck are you? No, Darlene's cousin is not there yet, but it's really good. Mutt runs I hope you people know what I'm talking about. His name is Tim Rosen something. Doesn't matter. Mutt. Anyway, he runs a like haunted real estate company, and they're brought in to, I guess, exercise and then sell houses. And Twyla is a telekinetic type person, and she's
she's a
also a
telepath.
realtor. Something, yeah. But it's pretty good. And it's completely different than Schitt's Creek, and I'm totally here for it. So I'm still in during season 1, and Yeah, it's
No, you're
fun.
also watching a show about a man that you wish you were married to instead of me, called what's it called again? The Scottish boy.
Oh God, Outlander. Oh Lord.
Jamie Fraser, the man who Lori wishes I was. It's The Kilt.
It is partly the kill.
All he talks like this because he's Scottish.
He does. It's great.
I wish I had a Scottish accent.
I
I'm
do
not gonna lie.
too.
Out of all the accents in the world, Scottish and Irish got to be like the two most fun,
Oh yeah.
in my opinion, because you're always yelling, but in like a good way. Like how German sounds like they're yelling, but like hate speech towards you.
Mm.
Scottish and Irish sounds like they're yelling at you, but in like a fun, like playful way all the time. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Outlander's fantastic. I think it's season 7 that's on right now or something like that. Something I've seen. And it's pretty great. I've read the first book. It was pretty much exactly like season 1, if you've seen that, which was wonderful. Season 1 is flawless, if you ask me. It's very long, but it's very, very good.
Flawless.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's high praise.
It's very, very good.
Oh.
Yeah, between him and Henry Cavill, like...
Two men that I wish I could be too, Lori.
Those are...
I wish you were Henry Cavill as well.
Oh.
Who doesn't? I don't know a
I mean,
single person in
really.
the world that's like, Henry Cavill? No, thank you.
Yeah.
That person doesn't exist in my
No.
book. I'm watching a couple shows right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Let's nitpick them. Tell
Okay.
me what you hate about them.
So I started watching the Skull Island
Oh, that was
anime.
you?
Yes, on Netflix.
Okay.
It is okay so far. I'm only like 3 episodes deep. It's fine so far.
It's fine. It's always fine.
I haven't
Nothing's
gotten.
ever great.
There's no Kong yet. That's
hey, look,
why.
someone else joined. Hi, person. What's up?
Hi, friend.
Hi, friend with the
It looks like
white
Brian
dog.
the dog.
no.
But no,
Anyway.
the only reason I'm like it's fine is because I have yet to be introduced to Kong, and I'm waiting for that to come up because
does-
he
yeah.
he will be eventually,
Maybe.
but it hasn't happened yet.
4 episodes though. No Kong.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
they're building
disappointing.
to it. They just got to the island. There's a bunch of other critters on the island that they're being fucked up with.
Critters?
Yeah. So far that part's fun. And there's like a mystery woman who's like not from the real world. She's from like the island or something. It's very cool.
Natives.
But she's not because she kind of knows like modern stuff. It's hard to say. I don't know what it is yet. It's a
Maybe
mystery.
she's a time traveler.
Honestly, it could be. Who the fuck knows at this point?
Cool.
But I've been watching that. That's okay. But I have been watching, which is a fantastic anime. I have been watching Evangelion, which is basically giant robots fighting each other,
Oh wow.
and it's fucking great.
Ah.
Yep, I love it. It's on Netflix right now. It's only like 28 episodes. Go watch it, everybody.
That's a lot.
Of episodes?
Yeah.
28?
Like one season?
No, that's like it.
Oh.
And this shit's from like 95. Like it's old as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I
And there's 2 movies as well
I
after
don't
it,
know
but
things.
oh, it's so good. This is my first time watching it. Yeah, 322nd time watching Evangelion. Yeah, you get it. This is my first time watching it, and I'm fucking hooked. It's fantastic, and obviously on top of like what we do in the shadows and stuff like that. But you already covered that one.
Yeah.
But all in all, go watch it if you like big robots fighting monsters, along with a little bit of more in-depth plot because it's getting pretty deep. It's getting pretty deep. It didn't expect it. On the outside, it's like we're just a bunch of robots fighting monsters. But
Nope.
for realsies, the actual plot is a lot. Yeah, there's a
Oh.
lot of depression. Yeah, it's getting there. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. But I love the aesthetic. So,
Fabulous.
let me see how long we've been recording for, Lori.
Wow. Gotta check the time.
23
guys.
minutes.
Okay.
Not bad for a Darude, if you ask me.
It's not bad.
No, not
It's
at
not
all.
great. It's not bad.
Honestly, I've
not
done
good.
worse.
Much like this show.
Do you have anything that you're gonna start reading, Lori?
I am gonna finish the Mr. Mercedes trilogy of books by Stephen King.
Have you watched the show?
I started watching the show.
Any good?
Yeah, so far it's still kind of getting into everything, but the third one is called End of Watch. It's Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, End of Watch. So I'm on End of Watch, and it's going to wrap up the Bill Hodges storyline. He's a retired detective that gets roped into some fucked up shit with this guy that just plows a Mercedes into a bunch of people in a job queue at like 3 a.m.
Is that literally why he's called Mr. Mercedes?
Yeah, he drives a Mercedes. And it's a stolen Mercedes from this old woman and you know, whatever. So, so Bill comes out of retirement because this guy's like taunting him from afar, like through message boards, and he sends him letters and different stuff just to be like,
4chan?
oh. Yeah, because he's just like, oh, that really sucks. You retired, never figured out who I was. Huh. Really, really shame. You must really hate yourself now. And so Bill's like, fuck you, man. I'm going to find your ass.
I'm Bill. Fuck you.
But it's really good. It's definitely more crime related, not like supernatural, not really scary. So if you're not into that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It's you read a good mix of like horror and like true crime.
Yeah. I don't like to watch true crime per se, but I like to read it. I love a mystery. I need to find out what's going on.
I respect that.
But I'll watch it, but like I don't know. The books, it's very good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna read next.
There you go.
Yeah.
We had someone in the chat ask if you're on Goodreads.
I am on Goodreads.
I don't know how to show a Goodreads profile thing, like if someone wants to add you or follow you. But yes, we are on Goodreads.
If you follow me on Goodreads, you need to follow our friend Barb on Goodreads.
Oh God, she's a reader.
She's a librarian, and she's, I think, read everything. And I'm not exaggerating. She's read everything. She's the director of a library, and she's fucking read everything. It's impressive.
I think she read like...
And not only that, she remembers and recalls everything from the books. It's great.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many books she's read, but I do believe she's read like over 100 a year.
I could tell you. I could look on her Goodreads.
You can find me on Goodreads under just my name, Michael Allen. Y'all know that.
And I follow him. I'm Lori Allen.
Yeah,
so
you'll find us on there.
You can find us, and you can find my friend Barb through me on there. And she's pretty great. Her husband has done a lot of the photos for you guys.
Yeah, her husband is Mike Lowy, Undefined Graphics, the guy who does our graphic work and our photos. So always support him, Undefined Graphics, everywhere, I believe. And his name is Mike Lowy. You guys can find him on our Facebook. He description.
Shares stuff all the time.
He's in the description of every single episode. So go in there, look at his stuff. His art is fantastic.
Yes.
But yeah, his wife Barb was even on an episode. She was on an episode of our what do we call those? When we had all the people on, when everyone told us their stories for Halloween.
Oh.
I forgot what we called those. Wow. That's embarrassing. This is my own fucking show, and I forgot the segment. But it was when we had people call in and tell us their scary stories. But Barb was one of the call-ins, so you might remember her from the first one. Yeah, that's really all I think I got. Hometown Horrors. That's the one. Thank you. It was the Hometown Horrors. I remembered.
Very cool.
Yeah. I think that's just about all we got.
Yeah.
What about you? You got anything else?
No.
You want to play Sex with Hitler?
No.
It's a really fun game.
Is it?
You have sex with Hitler.
But he's dead.
Not in this game, he ain't.
Okay.
Yep. The weird part is not as much sex as you might think.
Sex with a dead guy. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Get have sex with a dead guy, don't you know it? We went very Jewish on
I don't
that
know.
one. It's okay. I'm Jewish. I can make these jokes. Yeah, so thank you everybody for listening in. Patreon.com/DeludiePod. You can, very much not dead. You can go to all of our socials everywhere. We're at DeludiePod, or don't look under the internet. YouTube.com/@DeludiePod. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/DeludiePod, where you could buy us coffee. But it's gonna be booze. You could look us up on our Goodreads, our fucking names. You could also go to all the links in our descriptions. Look up Undefined Graphics, Mike Lowy on there. You will also go to deludie.com, where you'll find all our links to everything on there. Leave us a review on Spotify. And then, as always, go to Ghoulish Mortals in St. Charles. Buy a
Yeah.
thing from them. Tell them Deludi sent you. You'll put a smile on their face. We got big things, I hope, in the works with them in the future. We just got to actually talk to them about it. But the owners are splendid. All their stuff is fantastic and horror themed. And again, Ghoulish Mortals in St. Charles. Tell them Deludi sent you. You'll make them smile. Do you have anything you want to say to the people, the beautiful people?
No, thank you for listening to us rant about books and TV. It's been great. Hope we didn't bore you or anything.
Yeah, up next, we're going to go see Barbenheimer because I missed opening weekend and I plan on seeing that. And I'll be damned if I don't because I need to see the Barbie movie. I'm Knuff. I am Knuff.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Bye. Be
May
safe, everybody.
the Lord bless you. And by the Lord, I mean Orthon and his terrible might. Excuse me, I'm going to slip past you here for the mousey.
ranch.
For the rope. Going to slip past you here for the ranch, eh? All right, so this is what we do. Ready? You go, stumble.